So for my version of the fishing pole holder for the truck, all we're going to be using is a 2x4, a 1x5, and some PVC piping. For me, this is all reclaimed material, so it's going to be fairly cheap. But if you go out to the store and get it yourself, it shouldn't run you more than, like, I don't know, give or take $30. So the first step is going to be to get measurements of your bed. Now for my truck, up here, for this part here where it touches that part on both sides from start to end, is going to be 71 inches. Then you have to go and measure from the inside of the truck right here, from this point here to the other point. For me, I'm going to do 63 inches. So again, the top and the side, which is down here. So it's going to lay. Alright, so now it's time to mark your boards. My top board, I got it at 71 inches. Alright. And my bottom board is going to be at 62 7/8. Okay, 62 7/8, close enough. Alright, so what you do is you lay down your tape measure and you make a little line like so. Then you move your tape measure up and then you make a line up top. Then you take your square and you line up those two lines that you just drew and just, okay. Then once you got it marked, we're going to take the handsaw and just cut that off. Simple as that. Alright, should be good. Now your third cut is going to be the most difficult, and that is why I gave this project a level 2, because of this cut in particular. Basically what you're going to do is set it at 30 degrees and you're going to cut your 2x4 straight through. Now if you don't feel comfortable with this cut, you can skip this cut altogether and just lay your 2x4 on your top board straight vertically up and down. I got a couple cuts here to show you what's going on and give you a visual representation. So if this was your bottom board and this was your top board right here, basically by doing this cut you're gonna have an angle. So your fishing rod is going to be angled in this like manner, like this, when they sit. But if you decide to skip this, cut altogether, if your bottom board was this piece, they're just gonna sit like this, straight up and down. Got it? And your fishing rods are just gonna sit forward like this. I'm gonna go ahead and do the 30-degree cut on my 2x4. I'm gonna set up my fence and cut straight through. Now you can do the cut to the degree that you want it, depending on how much of an angle you want. I'm gonna try 30 degrees and see if I like it like that. Alright, so what you gotta do once you got it nice and lined up on each side evenly. You pre-drill your holes. Put in your screws. Kind of hard to record and do this with one hand, but we got it. Alright, now that it's sanded, I decided to put these fishes on here. This one came out really ugly. This is my first time doing this, so this one came out really ugly, and this one came okay, I guess. And if you guys want to know how I did this, I'm going to be making another video in the future showing how I put this fish on this board. I did not record how I did this one, but I did record how I did this one, and putting a link in the description in the future. Alright, so I'm gonna stain it. I'm gonna do that. Alright. Alright, so this is what it looks like now that it's stained. I'm not very good at staining, but that's what it looks like. The lighting in here is terrible. And yes, that is a fish. If you were wondering, it is. It is a bass. I know you can't really tell, but it is, alright? So the next step is to do the PVC piping. Now take your PVC piping, grab some type of marker, preferably white. I don't have one, so I'm going to use a black Sharpie. And we're going to make a few lines. Man, I suck. Kind of like that. And we're gonna cut around. We're gonna cut along this, and this is where the fishing pole is gonna sit. Next, we're going to take a bit and make a hole into the PVC. But when you make this hole, make sure you don't go all the way through, okay? Because then at the bottom, we're going to have to put in a screw. So we're just going to make a hole on the top part of the PVC. And then we're going to take the screw and screw it to the wood. Alright, so it's gonna look something like this. Okay, I made an extra hole on here, but I shouldn't have. Alright, so all the PVC pipings are placed and attached. They're all firm. And I went ahead and put on this tournament fishing ruler here. Okay, as a final touch for aesthetics. And I did try to change this fish because it looked really ugly, the last one I did, and this one doesn't look any better. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm giving up on it. I don't want to continue and keep trying to fix that fish. Next thing I want to do is maybe drill some holes here. Okay, I'll be attaching it here to the hole that I drill, and then running it all the way to the last one over here, just to hold the fishing poles while I'm driving. And since this is so short, what I did is I connected one of these white ones like this, so that it can make it all the way across. Fishing pole there. I'll do the same over there. I'm going to attach like this, okay? Attach the white one, and then I'll run all the way across like this.